The first 6 weeks of school is are kind of building the boundaries and introducing the kids to some of those basic things. Some of our children have been here to the toddler program before us, so they know a little bit about some of those things within our social curriculum. But the first 6 weeks of school, we spend a lot of time talking about what we want our community to look like and what we want it to feel like and what a safe community feels like and what being friends in the classroom feels like and what are some things we can do to make sure we're safe at school. So we don't come into the beginning of the school year with a set of rules for the children and say this is how we are going to behave at school. We talk about things you can do to help friends. We talk about we handle a lot of it as it comes up. And I think those are the best learning moments for these kinds of behaviors. So if a child were to take a toy from another child, we haven't had a long lesson on sharing toys before this has happened. But when this happens, a teacher might come up and facilitate that. He took that toy from you. How did that feel? And the other child would express, I want that toy. And so the teacher in the beginning is a big facilitator in that problem-solving process and that problem-solving piece. So we see ourselves as kind of the facilitator in that role rather than the judge and jury in fixing it for kids. And the value in that is just that the kids then are learning how to build those conflict resolution skills. And seeing what that looks like at the beginning of the year versus where we are now is so amazing because now kids are able to do those things kind of on their own. They're giving each other messages and they're letting each other know when that's not okay or if it is okay. And we've been talking a lot about something we introduced a few weeks ago called friendship moves and friendship blocks. And at this point in the year, we started to talk about things that kids can do to help each other, and that's a friendship move because you're helping them move into the next step of friendship. But if you do something that's hurtful or unkind or exclusionary, that's more of a friendship block. And so we introduced this very briefly with the kids just a few weeks ago, and they are just taking off with it. They're using it with each other. They're telling their families at home, that was a friendship move, that was a friendship block. And it's really resonated with them. So things like that at this point in the year have really helped the children to kind of carry on what they've learned at the beginning of the year and even take it a step further.